Hello everyone, Ronnie Kyung here from Young Tech, and here we have our first project per se. If you notice on the right of this laptop, you will see the hinges kind of pry up a little bit. I just put it more in so you could be able to see it. It's been like this for a while, so I just decided to fix it because it's starting to become a little bit annoying. So I just wanted to be able to see what's going on under the hood. All right, so we have the back plate that is here, and you can see I have this laptop on a mat and my trusty little anti-static wrist strap to ground myself, and my tools over here from our good friends at iFixit. All right, so the first thing that we want to do whenever we work on laptops, we want to be able to power down the laptop and disconnect the laptop. We want to turn off the laptop, and we want to ensure that your laptop is completely powered down. You want to disconnect the power adapter and any other peripherals, and remove the battery. If your laptop has a battery, you want to be able to remove that. And if your laptop has a removable battery, you want to take that out, to avoid any kind of power failure or accidental errors of power. All right. So at that point, I'm assuming that you did all the preliminary steps of powering down and disconnect your laptop. And the next step that we're going to do is to actually remove the back plate, the back panel. We just want to make sure that we identify, the screws. In my laptop that is here, I have a Lenovo Ideapad 3. And so we just want to be able to identify the screws on the back plate, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 screws on this laptop. And whenever you remove something, you want to also make sure that you make a diagram of it, or you take a picture of what you're doing before you actually do it, so you remember where to put what. So the laptop is on its monitor part, right? And then we're just going to go ahead and remove the screws as we finish identifying these screws to be removed. And then we're going to pry open this back area. We're going to use a plastic pry tool or a sponger to gently separate the back panel from the laptop, starting from one corner, and work your way around to be able to avoid any kind of cracking or bending the panel. And see, we have our pry tool right here, that blue thing that's in the middle right there. We could be able to use that. Yeah, you could use that, or you could use this thing right here as a pry tool right there, to be able to kind of pry this back panel open. Because what you don't want is that you don't want to damage any kind of components in your laptop. So as you can see right now, all the screws are removed. I removed all the screws, and just to keep a mental note of the screws that you have. All the screws are removed. I put the short ones and the little ones. And of course, you see my little tools right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead to open up this now. See, I'm using this thing right here to just kind of pry. See that? Just prying a little bit. You want to take your time with this. You don't want to rush it. See that? And now the back plate is up. Voila. Uh-oh. Voila. Look at that. Look at that beauty right here. So here we see the inside of my Lenovo Ideapad 3. And the first thing that you want to do is that you want to be able to remove the battery area. This part right here, to be safe, you know, you just want to be able to remove, you know, this connecting right here. It goes through right here, and you want to disconnect this very carefully. And when you disconnect it, we could proceed and move on. Some batteries are on the outside where, you know, I have my back panel. Ooh, my back panel is a little, a lot of stuff going on here. But, you know, all joke aside, you know, some batteries are outside right here. We could just pull it out here. But mine is on the inside, so I have to be gentle. And as we say that, the issue that is going on is the hinge area. You know, I remember I had dropped my laptop, you know, and I was wondering why there's some problem as far as the leveling of it. And I noticed something that when I opened the laptop, and I was wondering what was on the inside that was shaking around. This little thing that was shaking around. And here we see the, you know, one issue that we see here. So hopefully I'll be able to be resourceful and be able to rectify this if this is the part that actually caused a major problem in the whole grand scheme of things. You know, with the method that you want to use as a repair technician, you want to be able to identify the problem. You want to establish a theory of probable cause. You want to test that theory, and you want to implement a plan, a solution, and you basically want to verify. After that, verify system functionalities, and after that, you basically want to document these things so it could provide as a knowledge base for future reference. All right. So I'm just gonna dive deep into here and just be able to see what else is going on apart from this little thing that came off this thing right here. All right. So see y'all soon. So as you can see now, the battery is removed. You know, I didn't want to be able to use my hand to kind of pry it. So what I did, I used this tool right here to be able to pry, actually pry it right here just to slide it out. And here goes my battery. You want to make sure that your battery is out before anything else. One of the most important steps is to remove the battery, you know, so you don't cause damage to your components. All right. So I think we kind of find a problem here, if I'm not mistaken. So what I did was push down this area right here, you know, because this problem was a clip problem, you know. So apparently whatever on the inside right here, and I didn't want to be able to open it up too much, you know, and it was such a simple fit. So I don't know if you guys could see it, but that, I know it's dark in there, but that black piece, there's a black piece that goes into that clip, right in the middle piece that's holding this part, you know. So it is actually fixed. I thought that it would take longer. So if you look at it from here now, it is all leveled out now. You know, I try to do that to see if it will come out of place. You gotta check it sometimes like that, if it's gonna come out of place. So, you know, this turns out to be a simple fit. You know, it's not uneven anymore. See, I'm prying that. So what happened is this part right here, it got loose from the monitor that clips it right here, you know, with the hinge that's underneath right here, that rod that go from left to right, you know. So it's fixed now. I thought that it would have took a little bit longer to kind of figure out. And what I did over here, that part where that, you know, the screw part where you put in your screws, it was broken. And I had to get resourceful with this one. I had to use clear Gorilla Glue. You know, I know that, you know, you could use, you know, some other glue to be able to do it, you know, but I use something that I know would have gotten the job done. And I just use Gorilla Glue to kind of bond that back, you know, and so far everything looks good. And yeah, so the hinges are fixed. And so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna reassemble everything back. And before you reassemble everything back, just make sure you put back your battery into the correct place in which you had it. And also make sure that you make a mental note, or I would hope that you take a picture of where the placement of the screws were, you know, before you open it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put everything back. We're going to put the battery first back, and then we're going to put the back plate back in. The hinges are clipped. So the solution was just had to press down this area right here so we could kind of clip it back in between. So there you go. All right, this is Ronnie Kyung from Young Tech. Until next time, take care of yourselves, everyone.